All right, I'm here. You can hear me now. Hello, everybody. We're back. It's been a couple weeks because I was busy. Anyway, yeah. Now you have to actually hear what I'm actually saying, not just make it up, which is always better. I'm always better in people's heads than in real life. That is, I will hold myself to that forever. Anyway, what are we doing? We're playing some games. That's what this is. Fabula Ultima. Welcome everybody. It's Tales of Initiative. We're here. It's the ultimate fabulous. There's a cool Kickstarter running for Fabula Ultima right now. I'm gonna pitch a whatever that word I'm looking for is.
Shill.
Promote. Yeah, shill a couple things that are not related to this at all. But yes, there's an amazing Fabula Ultima Kickstarter running right now. I did just spend almost $500 on it. It was insane. There's also
give me that collector's box.
Yeah, it's so good, and it's worth it.
Speaking of pocket stuff,
yeah, there's also in our realm of, there's a space game that we're making, Morksel. Show some love to Brian Collin making Vastgrim, another Morkborg compatible sci-fi adventure thing, a little bit different than Morksel for a couple different reasons, but a really cool. His art is like just so fucking cool. It's some of my favorites. Cool. He does like sculpture and then puts the sculpture into the books. It's crazy. It's so neat. He's also just like one of the nicest guys I've ever met. So yeah, go check that out. Vastgrim over on Kickstarter, also super cool. We have a Kickstarter coming up in the near-ish future, which is Mork Soul. What is that? Like a month away? Yeah, a month away. Thin the Veil. Yes, he puts the sculpture in the book, or else he gets the hose again. Hello, Rara, by the way. But yes, Mork Soul will be going live on Kickstarter. We're also doing Mork Soul-tober. If you're following us anywhere with Infinite Citadel, you'll see that stuff there. If you want to play it, it is out there and live, and you can get it. It's super cool. I really am happy with the way that it's all coming out. We're really hoping that we're going to have a cool Kickstarter coming with it. What other things do I need to shout out here? We have a Patreon. It's still sort of up in the air, but you can follow it for right now. We will probably be doing something with that, moving it to Tales at some point, Infinite Citadel at some point, but we will find out. We already put the Sponers in chat, but do also check out Lorelink. They are incredible. That is Luna's company that she works at, and they are very cool. We really like them. Tales is not migrating to IC. Tales is sponsored by IC, or like presented by IC. So yes, and the big refactor just came out on Lorelink. I'm very distracted by chat. We're going multiple threads here. But yeah, it's very cool. There's a lot of really cool stuff going on in Lorelink right now. I am very excited to dig into it. Tales is not migrating to IC. IC is just promoted, or is the presented by sponsor. Since Matt and I are now running Tales, we also run IC. So we are doing that. But in sort of that realm, it's probably easier for us to manage the Patreon if there's just one Patreon. That also means that when you're supporting Tales, you're supporting Infinite Citadel Games. You're also supporting the like Blue Sky feeds that we run and a few of other things. Yeah, you've heard of crossing the streams, and now we're scissoring the streams. I like that. What other things? Yes, that too. Yeah. You've heard of the Ass of Nine.
I'm more worried about the Ass of Thine.
Yes. Ooh, that was good. I like that. I like that a lot.
That was very good.
What else we got? We got a Discord. Come hang out on our Discord. Come chat with us if you like this ridiculousness that's happening right now. This is just what we do on Discord too. It's a good time.
It's more
Robert posts just the most memes. So many memes. And they're all very funny. They do make me laugh.
I'm not disappointed. Nothing can disappoint me anymore.
I'm not disappointed. I'm just mad. What else we got? All right. I think that's it for Tales top of the hour stuff. But outside of that, we're back with some Fabula Ultima. I have had the most ridiculous day. I did something, and everything that is on a computer decided that it hated me. So I spent most of the day trying to fix my work computer, and then I got on here, and my notes for Fabula Ultima for this game were all borked as well. So I had to fix those, and everything's going terribly, and it's fine. But I think I got my notes to a good place. I think I remember what we were doing last time on Tales of Caerwyn. I believe we spent a little bit of time.
Sorry, I saw the link.
The .exe makes me laugh. Yeah, that's incredible.
So fucking funny. I love that it didn't get auto modded.
I believe I've turned off auto mod on most of our main people, so abuse that as you will.
Abuse it as you will.
But anyway, yeah. So last time, I believe we unmodded and unmedicated.
Unmodded and unmedicated.
Well, Luna, you just got the green light to do whatever the fuck you want.
Luna, you're too fucking rad. We can't possibly mod you.
Yeah, what are they gonna do? Mod us? Anyway.
You've been using the blood money to mod yourself, last I heard. That's a stupid joke.
What did we do last time? Last time we were here. I'm losing my mind. I am also like crazy. My meds are wearing off again, just right at the minute that this is happening. So this is going super well.
Perfectly timed.
It's also been 2 weeks, and I've been like all over the place in those last 2 weeks. Literally, I've been in 3 different states and cities and doing different things. But anyway, I believe last time on Tales of Caerwyn, you all received your limit break 0 powers.
Yeah.
Figured out how those all worked in sort of a smash cut montage of everything coming up. The Steel Kings launched an assault on the city, causing chaos and havoc in the streets. You all sort of worked to stop them, thwart their plans, and drove them back into the shadows. And then I believe you all just kind of... I think you all just went back to the Wyvern. I don't think there was anything that really left off cliffhangery-wise. And I believe we left with this episode sort of being anything that you all wanted to do going into the finale of this arc.
There was a cliffhanger in the form of the Fabula point spend that Taylor doesn't know about.
Yes.
Do you want me to say it? Do you want me to say it and remind everyone, including Taylor, or do we continue to punk Taylor?
Wait, tell everyone.
I've got it written down.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, no, we'll just leave it. If you want to see it, just go back and watch the last episode. And if not, you'll see what happens, and it'll be great. You're good. Come back, Taylor. Taylor, come back.
Come back.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Taylor, come back.
Radical. Okay. So
I just realized I had myself on mute the whole time.
Whoops.
So, sorry, I really need to just not be able to see chat in the middle of the stream and only look at it when people tell me I should be looking at it, because I get so distracted. It's fine, whatever. So yeah, I guess as we sort of enter back into this episode, a reminder that we have a new research system that I built with a little bit of input from Matt. If you would like to look anything up, if you'd like to do any like that kind of deep divey kind of stuff, if not, we're gonna figure out what we're doing this session. But this is kind of just an open session, whatever anybody wants to do, with the caveat that like probably the next episode or 2 is going to be the finale, and we will be ending on a cliffhanger and then coming back. I have a feeling it'll probably be after November when we come back with this. We'll see, just because we have the Mork Soul Kickstarter going in November, so we might try to do some stuff with that. We'll still be here. We'll still be doing games. We just might not be doing Caerwyn.
Both time slots might be doing Mork Soul at that time, because I know that we've started doing Mork Soul over on Tails Does Tales. So
yeah. But yeah, with that,
I can run it this time.
Yeah.
You all back in the Wyvern after the Steel King's assault on the city. Having kind of quelled that, I think a few days go by without much information. You're still trying to find out what the ultimate plan of the Steel Kings is. You have a couple different leads, I believe, to look up. And what would you like to do?
No one else has anything to crack it open with.
You go first.
Yep. I have something that Ruin would like to do, and I don't know. I think it's probably just a solo scene, but if it makes sense for someone to jump in, I think he's gonna. When last we saw Ruin's private investigation nonsense, he was trying to figure out more about the Morrigan, and had that chat in the tavern with the raven tattooed culty guy.
Yes.
And so I think he's going to try and basically, like, if we were doing mechanics, this would be like a ritual, and trying to like tap in to whatever this, like, I think he feels like there are these raven wings that are happening when he uses this weird power that he doesn't really understand. And there was the weird flappy elf that we're now pretty sure could be the Morrigan. Like, I think he's just trying to follow through with the thing he heard in his dream and reach out and see what he hears or experiences. And so I think he's like doing his workouts, doing his training and stuff, and sort of like pushing himself to like an exhaustion point, and then just kind of sitting down and being quiet and just like listening to his heartbeat and trying to like follow a path back from his consciousness through his magic to whatever this thing is.
I like that. Ooh, man. This is gonna be. We'll use it as a ritual. We'll have you roll as like a ritual. I think this is gonna be a major ritual. To really kind of dig in. So that'll be 40 mind points, which doesn't super matter because we're in a downtime scene. But you know, if something comes up in this scene, we'll see what happens.
I like it for the purpose of at least understanding how much this is wiping out his like stores of stuff.
Yeah.
Right. And that's he cannot do this twice without doing something to replenish.
Yeah. And that'll be
also pretty high DL.
DL 13.
Yeah.
Which this is going to be a willpower.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, go ahead and give me that roll.
I'm gonna go off of tiny dice. I'm not gonna do tiny dice for this one. I'm gonna do void dice and my bloodstone dice. Oh gosh, terrible. What are the consequences of a failed ritual?
I have 4 Fabula points.
How its effects have been twisted in a catastrophic way. You can't spend Fabula points on me. They're not like ripples.
Oh, they're on me. Okay.
Yeah. Game Master will describe how its effects have been twisted in a catastrophic way. You know what? Because we started a new session, I got from 0 to 1 Fabula point. It's there to spend. What are we fucking around here?
Crit fail.
I am gonna spend it. Yeah, I'll re-roll into a crit fail.
Black hole magically shows up, and the Morrigan just takes all the entire tavern.
I'll start building my second character, which, by the way, is dope.
I thought Ruin was pretty dope.
Teddy just like waves, just like.
Yeah.
It's Rue 2, not Rue 1. It's Rue 2.
By the end of this campaign, we'll be on Rue 69, and we can do all the classic rock songs.
Woo.
Ooh, woo. I'm going to spend a Fabula point, and the thing I'm invoking is the theme, which is purpose. Because I think that if if the Morrigan is reaching out in some way, that means that maybe his magic is from her, in which case the way that he got this had to do with like his confrontation with the wild. And if he's sticking around post whatever that was, it has to be for some sort of purpose. And I rolled worse, so just fuck me up, Dungeon Daddy.
All right. Exceptional. So
how can you roll worse than a critical fail?
I didn't roll a crit fail. I just rolled a 4.
No,
I just rolled really badly.
Really low.
This time I rolled a 3.
So
the
Ruin
other dice rolled a 1.
Sitting down.
Oh, what a...
The exhaustion of your workouts, the exhaustion of like training, all of that sort of comes over you, and you think for a moment like maybe this will be the moment to like connect to this thing that is deeper than me, but part of me. And as you do, you open a little hole in your magic. Just, I think, you know, when you're creating your armor, when you're like manifesting that, a lot of that is like holding that tight and close to yourself, right? And the magic itself feels like it's protecting you. It feels like that. And so to really explore that, you need to open it up a little bit. And opening it up just a little bit, it starts to, you feel sort of pull out of you. Some of the darkness like in your head leaking away from you. And you can feel this sort of the spending of the mind points here is like you can feel some of your magic power just like leaching out of you slowly. And I think almost, well, I guess what would Ruin do in that moment? Would he try to shut it off? Would he go deeper?
Deeper.
I think he's in a place where it's like, maybe I have to be empty to hear.
All right. So as you think that, you sort of in your head feel the rift torn open at this point, magic leaking from you just into the universe, the shadow from whatever power sort of like controls your abilities. And all at once, it sort of coalesces in front of you, and you see in front of you, in the dark, a mirror. Looking into the mirror, you see a face that is not your own, a face that you do not recognize, a face that is twisted in fear and confusion. And all at once, the mirror shatters, and now 3 faces in 3 separate panes of glass reflect each other. One showing fear, one the pale visage of a death-like entity, and the other a despairing look. And then all at once, the shadow just rips away, and you are left feeling fully drained. At this point, all of that magic ripped away from you, and really just more questions than answers as this ritual sort of doesn't disconnect you from your arcanum, but you maybe for the first time feel that like this isn't mine. Like, you know, I think Ruin, when he got his armor, from what we've talked about, like he kind of took to it pretty easily. You know, there was a moment where he was like, I do this, I know it's gonna be taken away, and then it wasn't, and so I think maybe kind of building that like, this is mine. Like maybe I held onto this for a reason, and in this moment, as it's ripped out of you and just pours into the ether, I think Ruin for the first time has that moment of like, this is some other power that I don't even close to understand.
Yeah. I think like building off of the Fabula point spend, his theme of purpose, it's this kind of jarring idea that whatever this is, it's not my purpose. It's not for me to decide. And there's kind of a loneliness and like a weird ache there, is that like just waiting to figure out what someone else wants out of you instead of being able to figure that out yourself. And he's probably feeling pretty slapped on the wrist, cookie jar kind of moment, and is maybe a little bit more distant over the couple of days.
Meanwhile, Fiona just waltzes right on by with a note that I think got nailed to one of the posts or something outside. Ruin, as part of my further studies into different colloquialisms and words that younger children use, or at least the youth, why is a bird associated with a woman?
I don't know, because they both tweet a lot.
Just magically takes up pen. Both tweet a lot, question mark. Mating call, question mark. Just so like...
Cats hunt birds.
What?
What?
Referring to Laura.
No,
All
just
right.
to add some comedic humor to the end of
Yep.
a seriousness, sort
To
of.
to the end of like, oh, that fucking sucked. Ow.
I had an idea, but if you guys also had ideas, I want to make sure you guys get into them.
Go for it.
I did my thing.
Haley, Tanner.
Go for it. I'll chime in when I think it's inappropriate.
Inappropriate? Did you say inappropriate?
She
I
said
think
that
yeah, good.
intentionally.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, Taylor,
I sat there
it's
for a
always
minute, it's like,
inappropriate
nah,
when you
that's-
chime in.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I second guessed
That's-
myself too, and I was like, "No, she meant that. That's not."
That's why we talk
not a
over you.
slip." Oh my god.
All right, what you
So-
got, Mel?
The idea.
Well,
that-
actually, I was thinking.
I love you, Taylor. So the idea I had, or at least the idea that Fiona has, she wants to look at this from multiple angles of how to... She knows how to study now, or she's realizing studying the opponent is vastly important. But she wants to take it a step further, and she wants to see if she can do research in, like, the ladies' college and the library, if there's any sort of documentation on past deals with demons. Because there's always a loophole with contracts. So, she obviously doesn't know what deal was struck with the man in white, with whatever infernal, nefarious individual that he made a deal with. But she thinks that if she could at least look at a few different deals and see if there's like trends or anything like that for the contract deals, maybe that might give the group another advantage. So maybe not direct like combat, but something to hinder him at least a little bit in another angle. So
Okay.
and now that she knows the outsider is who he is, maybe have a word with him too.
Sure. So yeah, we'll use this as our first usage of the research roll.
Yay!
Yeah.
This
I'm a nerd.
is so the way that the research roll works is kind of like the travel roll, in that it's kind of a whole group thing. I assume the group, it doesn't have to be everybody because you're not actually going anywhere, so like, you know, it's whoever is there is in participating in this thing. But yeah, the system that I have written up for the research roll, basically we start with a question. If a question is very deep, we will move that up to like a topic, and then we'll like dig into specific research roles. Should be like a fairly answerable question. And so I know we haven't done a lot of travel roles, but basically the way that travel roles work in Fabula Ultima, you mark basically like the danger level of a location. So traveling through a field right outside of town is very, lightweight, probably not going to have a lot of enemies, but traveling through like Mordor is very dangerous, right? And so you assign a die based on the danger level, and then that determines if you roll a 1 on that die, it is a surprising discovery is what they're called, and then on a 6 or higher, that's a danger, and that means that like something happens that is either a skill check or a like conflict scene. So that system is sort of adapted in the research role with a little bit more going on. So there are 5 research depths. There's common, niche, expert, deep, and eldritch. The
Eldritch.
Sort of common is like things that are widely written about, sort of things at like a high school level of knowledge. Niche is lesser known world facts, very specific facts about a well-known place, sort of college level knowledge. Expert is specific facts about a known but mysterious place, sort of graduate school level knowledge. Deep is like specialist level, you are one of the only people in the world who would know this thing sort of knowledge. And then Eldritch is unknowable or unknown knowledge, specific facts about a completely unknown place, like that sort of thing. So I'm going to say that this is an expert level research roll, which means that we're going to roll a d10. The reason that this is a like a group check or like a group thing is because there is a possibility that this results in like a conflict or a skill check scene. So basically, to tell you this, a d10 on a 12 or higher, this research yields dangerous knowledge. So you can't roll a 12 on a d10. This is only applicable to the last 2. That is like basically yeah, I wouldn't put it past you, Taylor. So deep knowledge and eldritch knowledge both come with the idea that like if you roll a high number, if you roll a 12 or higher, like you might have attracted the interest of a group that like wants to keep that knowledge hidden, or like a god that wants to keep that knowledge for themselves, that sort of thing. And that is like a story changing event. That's like someone has now taken an interest in the group and like is going to be a hurdle moving forward. A 6 to an 11 is an unexpected hurdle. This is something happens in the course of this research that results in, like I said, either a skill check, like a series of checks, or a conflict scene. And then a 1 is a surprising insight above and beyond the revealed information about the question that you're asking. So, yes, Robert, exactly. The lubricant of knowledge. But, okay, so I think the first thing is, what question are you looking for answers to?
She'll want to go broad to specific, so the first thing she's going to want to focus on is, if there is any documentation of, like, past deals with demons, regardless of whoever made the deal, if there's just documentation of that taking place.
Okay. Got it, rad. So I am going to start a research sheet for this.
Okay.
The idea with the research sheets is that this is sort of a broader topic. As you ask questions sort of related to this topic, we will fill out more stuff on the research sheet. But a single research role takes like a day of work, basically. This is amalgamating, like, finding all of the books and, like, putting together the research to, like, collate an answer to this question, basically. So that basically just to say, like, one question per research role is basically how this works. So the first question is...
Yeah, so Mel, instead of thinking like, let's gather up the list of demonic deals,
Yeah.
Instead, think of a question that would be like actionable knowledge, and like gathering up the demonic deals could be evidence that we're doing as part of this research role. What's like an actionable question to answer of like, you know, what do people bargain with the Lord of Smiles to do? Like that, something like that.
What they said.
Perfect.
No, don't let me take it. It's yours. It's your scene.
I have a Fabula point to use. I
No!
magically take whatever godly name or godly question that the universe is giving me. I love you, Matt.
Okay, so question then being, what do people tend to bargain with the Lord of Smiles for?
Yes.
Got it. Okay. All right, give me the research roll, a D10.
Oh god. Go here. And it rolled out the thing. God damn it. Sorry. That's a 4.
Okay. So,
Mel,
that
you're built for research rolls.
Yeah.
You want low rolls.
Yes. The lower the better on a research roll. Cool. Okay, so as you sort of start gathering some of this information, oh my god, I can't. I'm trying to like load something. Can I please paste without? Okay, or not, whatever. I can't paste for some reason. It's fine. As you start gathering information about the Lord of Smiles and the sort of, I guess, like deals with devils in general, the first thing I'll say that you do notice is there is a lot of speculative research on this topic. There's a lot of speculative question of like, how would you go about summoning a demon? How would you go about like making a deal with a creature like that? The substantive things that you find seem to be fairly few and far between, and from what you can tell, it's a lot of like the demon finds you, not the other way around. So the sort of things that are made as deals with the Lord of Smiles varies a lot. He seems to be a fairly well-known demon lord, and it seems as though many of the things that you find are cases of a deal being made, but not working out the way that they would expect it to. There's a lot of, all of the stories of the Lord of Smiles tend to be very deceptive, very much like, you know, asking for power, asking for some boon, and being given it, but in sort of a monkey's paw sort of way.
I was just gonna say it's a monkey's paw sort of deal.
Yeah.
You're not specific as to what you want, so you still can get what you want, but it's not the way you want it. Okay. And then with that same train of thought, what is it usually that people give as like leverage? So to make that deal, obviously the Lord of Smiles is looking for something in return. It's not just one-sided. So is there a trend of what people usually hand over or offer?
Yeah, so sort of in the same vein of like a thing that's probably a little too good to be true, it seems like the Lord of Smiles doesn't ever really ask for much, because he approaches the people. He tends to come to them offering power, offering whatever thing they desire the most, and oftentimes not as like the Lord of Smiles. He comes to them as like whispers in their head, or you know, a fortuitous happenstance happening and like giving them some connection to him in some way. It's a very non-direct approach to making deals. It's hard to even call these deals so much. It seems more like they're traps.
Preyed upon. Yeah. Okay. So you have that of him kind of preying upon those who desire it most or who are willing to give up stuff. And I'm wondering what our two compatriots in Aussie-land are laughing and giggling about.
Just inside giggles.
Nanya.
None your business.
This does also match with what we know of the Man in White, with the whole, like, excommunicado, tossed into the sewers in a moment of desperation, and then this thing comes whispering into his head. Yeah.
Yep. Literally, I guess, just waited until he finally lost his marbles to just be like, I can make you king.
Or pushed him towards losing his marbles. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, unfortunately, at least in my opinion, that gives us an angle of which he uses, so at least we know his mannerisms a little more. It just makes me curious. It's not necessarily a different angle where we can find like a loophole, so to speak, but at least it's a mannerism that we can be aware of.
Yeah.
So
I wonder if it gives us any sort of leverage, like, on the Man in White in terms of, like, appealing to a sense of reason that may still exist beneath the surface.
Maybe.
But yeah, I don't know.
At the very least, even if it's not a roundabout, like another angle to like take him down, at least it's more information than what we originally had. So now we know he preys on people. It's not just a deal. And he's more than willing to play dirty, it sounds like, to try and get what he wants. So, okay. Yeah, that was kind of like one of the major angles that she would want to study, is to see, you know, what else she could find out. Because I'd imagine there's God knows how many, like, demons and lords of darkness and, you know, all that kind of stuff. There's a lot, so,
yeah, I can answer a little bit about that as part of this, like, research. So, this is just a little bit of a lore dump more than anything, but it's maybe helpful to know what questions to ask in the future.
yes.
So, in the origination of the people of the realm, in the early days of the mortal races specifically, which are the ones that are not the immortal beasts and are like the ones that can actually die and have souls that return to some like form of soul magic. It's kind of unknown what happens to souls after people die, except that many of the first souls were corrupted by the Chained One, in the way that the influence of the Chained One sort of reaches into the world and has corrupted the species of the Delve, has corrupted some of the dragons, some of the things that happen like that. The first souls that were corrupted were redirected to the chthonic plane, and okay, some lore dumps here, some things that we haven't talked about, and I'm having to go through. So there is a river that is said to run through all the realms, called the Ifrian. The Ifrian River is thought to exist in every single realm of every single plane, basically. In the chthonic planes, it is said that river flows with blood. In our world, it's just water. And in the imperial planes, it is supposed to be... Ooh, I have this written down. Hold on one second. I'll find this.
Like light, I think, or something like that.
Liquid gold, and filled with the souls of the dead. All of this is speculation. This is all based in like myth and in the sort of weird way that a a world with magic and a world with gods sort of myth flows into scientific research and vice versa. So the first souls that were corrupted by the Chained One were mixed with the blood of the Ephrian in the chthonic plane, becoming the first demons. Those demons are the Ephriamac demons, the ones that were born of the Ephrian. They then sort of took on the task of corrupting souls of the living into new fiends and lesser demons, and those are the things that sort of populate the chthonic plane. So there are a set number, it is unknown how many, but a set number of named Ephriamac demons, and it is likely that the Lord of Smiles is one of them, given the power that he wields.
He at least has a title after all, so okay. Well, that's good to know, though, in case we run into more lovely demons along our travels. Oh, goody!
Sorry, this
Blood never ends.
This is me being a shithead with the Kickstarter, and I'm like, a set number of these demons. Would there be 7 of them, Conlon? Perhaps?
There's not actually. But yes, there is now. I had to count because I wasn't sure. Although some of this is old lore, so maybe I'll just massage it into there being 7 of them. They are not... I will tell you, they are not necessarily based on the 7 deadly sins. They are based more on some other things. But
that was just me being excited.
Yes,
because of the art that they spoiled of the 7 deadly sins in the new bestiary book.
So good.
I was gonna say, is it the demons of the Coatea where there's like 72 of them or something like that? So.
Ooh, that's cool.
Croatia, what it's called?
Fewer than that. More than 7, less than 72.
I'm forwarding the Conlon's message to Taylor because I think she will appreciate that joke the most and probably didn't see it earlier. Conlon picked one demon in specific and was,
the best one.
That face from Taylor is telling you exactly why.
Well, now I want to know what the joke is. Damn.
You gotta get in the Discord. Pop in the Discord in the chat. You gotta get in there.
Hey, go to the Discord and answer the question: is demon milk spicy?
Oh Jesus.
Yes, and it leaves your lips tingling.
I think at that point you need to see a doctor. Anyway.
It has been more than 4 hours.
Yes.
Yeah.
Complaining.
You know what? I know that the Forgotten Realms guy gets clowned on for that, but that is the kind of questions I want answered about the world. I need those answers. Those are important world building questions.
It's incredible.
This is just reminding me of the book recommendation you had before we got live. Anyway.
Yeah.
Which one?
Yes.
Yes. Correct.
That actually might be a question that comes up in that book. I can't remember for sure, but
oh my God.
it might. It feels like it might have happened there. I can't remember. Anyway.
Oh my.
What
were we doing?
And Teddy? Anything? Unless the lore dump was continuing, but
Andrew, I can't answer that question with the thing that popped into my head. I'm sorry, because I had an immediate reaction. Don't worry. I can't.
Don't worry
I will
about
get
it.
banned from Twitch.
It tastes like whatever you want it to taste like.
Put it in Discord then. We need to know. Put it in the more cool channel on the Infinite Citadel.
I will give you. We'll make that one of the stretch goals for the Kickstarter. If you hit a certain point, I will describe what all of the xenobiology milk is and how it tastes.
And you need to tag everyone and put it in the announcement section.
Yeah. We can do it.
Chaotic Fabula,
Oh, good.
what a time
Yeah,
to come in.
what a time to come in.
Fantastic timing.
This doesn't doesn't help
hello.
the fact that I just finished Alien Earth, the TV show. Okay, this does not help. I just finished watching that show.
Or never beating those monster girly allegations. Never.
And why would you want to? Yeah. Anyway, all right. So yes, questions on demons. There were some other topics, I think, and not to like. The big thing that I want to avoid on this is bogging things down in like just a bunch of research roles. Part of the reason that we're doing the research role the way that it is, the way that I wrote that, is that it flows pretty well the same way that travel roles do. Travel roles for another... I'm mostly saying this because Robert's in chat, and I will convince Robert to buy the Kickstarter by the end of this. The way that travel roles work in this game, we will be getting into them a lot more in the next arc, but basically... the unit of measurement is travel days. So every roll accounts for a single travel day. If something is more than one day across, you keep rolling just forever. You just keep rolling until you get there. Same with research. If we have more questions, sort of research hours, research days, the unit of a research roll is a question. Yeah, if there's more questions, if there's more things that we want to roll for, the idea of this research roll is that we can kind of just roll through it pretty quickly, pretty easily. Ask a question, make a roll, say that took up some amount of time without doing a like, all right, what are you looking for? Make me a study roll, make me an insight roll. Maybe, it doesn't need to be based on a skill. Anyone should be able to do the research because it could be the other thing to just tell everyone here. It does not just have to be the research character. If you have a thing where you're like, I'm going to go, hit my head against a brick wall until the answers come to me, go for it. And we'll do a research roll. We'll figure out what happens.
I have dreams too, and it's not just academics.
Uh-huh. That's how I got through college, was just banging my head against things until the answers came to me.
Osmosis. Just take everything from the book and just... I don't know
worked
if anyone has seen that gift.
Surprisingly well. Anyway, any other any other scenes people would like to propose for this episode? I know this is sort of an open-ended episode, as we just had sort of an open-ended episode, but I promise the next episode or the next two are going to be a lot. So
I think no, not at all. I think having been able to manifest Chenna and Jay's essence when she hasn't been able to communicate with them or go back home at all, she's extremely eager to keep trying to go back home. So she'll keep trying to jump through forked trees and step into mushroom circles, just any way she can possibly think of to get back to the Fae, like leaving a coin embedded in the wood of a fallen tree. I think she just wants to, she just wants to see them and possibly communicate with them.
Okay.
She has a couple of theories.
Okay. Interesting. All right. So We'll come to the seat in just a second. I do want to remind everyone the things that you still have open-ended questions about, because it has been a little bit of time. You have one question from the Steel King's warehouse that you investigated. One question about what this amulet is. There were questions. I know specifically Taylor, you had questions around. Saoirse had questions around this sort of enigmatic T character and who they might be. There were questions, so the demon questions, there were questions about the man in white, I think. There were questions about the outsider, and then I think that was it. Were there any other major topics that you were looking for answers for before we moved forward into the thing?
I think that's the general gist
of it. Okay, cool.
Open-ended stuff.
Rad. I just refreshed my notes page. on that specific part, and I don't think there were any other leads, particularly.
So, Saoirse, I think you spend days doing this. You start out very hopeful, right? The first couple jumps through the trees, the first couple like steps through little fairy circles and things like that, you're like, this is gonna be, it's for sure gonna work. We're definitely gonna do this. After a couple days, I think your spirit dies down a little bit, as it is just not working and not working. But what I'm gonna say, let me think about this. I think we're gonna treat this as a ritual. I like that we're using the ritual rolls, and I think this fits well into an entropism ritual, which you should just have from having the entropic magic, or like the entropist class. I don't think I don't think you have to take a special one for that. I think you just get it, right? Am I correct there?
You might have to. But
I think I do.
Did.
Oh, you do. You have to take ritual entropism. Okay.
Which I
haven't.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Hang on. You may perform. Wait. Abilities permanently increase your maximum MP by 5. You may perform rituals whose effects fall within the ritualism discipline.
Yeah. So this isn't going to be. Yeah. This doesn't work for entropism, which is kind of what this would take to do it.
Ritualism, by the way, the things you could do with that are extract magic from an object, activate a soul circuit, sense the presence of magic. So it's more like broad terms, magic-y stuff, not specific applications of magic.
Yeah, the way to kind of think about ritualism is all magic flows from souls in this game. Ritualism is basically just like touch the soul stream and do something with it that is not specific to any other form of magic. So that is where like extracting magic, that kind of stuff, activating a soul circuit, sensing the presence of magic, those are all like just vague touch the soul stream and see what happens kind of work. So interesting. Okay. Man, what happens here? I guess
something I could pitch, not to over-involve myself, but Ruin's Arcanum has the travel domain associated with it. If Saoirse would ask for help from Ruin, he could be the one doing the ritual, but for her benefit. Not that my rolls have been particularly great, so...
What is Ruin?
Ruin is, I mean, class-wise, he's
illiterate? Question mark.
Illiterate? Question mark.
No. Species-wise.
Oh, he's Fae.
Oh, he's Fae. Okay, he's Fae as well.
He is Fae.
So then, then there probably would be a conversation at one point that Saoirse would have struck up and be like, "So, have you ever been home?"
No, my home is on this side of the Fae.
Were you born this side of?
Yeah.
Ow. Have
Not
you ever
to say
been? No, you just said that.
Very short trip. It was, yeah.
It was?
It was like a family vacation, I think, sorta. That vibe.
Aren't they supposed to be fun?
They are. And it was just odd.
How?
Well, I mean, I grew up not being on the Fae side, so I was just like too normal for the kind of hijinks that they get up to on that.
oh, you gotta be at the right place at the right time.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't just happen. I mean, it does, but it doesn't anyway. How did you get there?
Well, my mom said some words, sang a song, and taught it to us. We all sang it together as we walked, and the trees changed. And then we were there.
Am I... I've been jumping through forked trees. I didn't know there was a song.
Well, sorry. I mean, I don't think that's the only way there. You're not wrong to do other stuff.
Yeah, but other stuff's not working for me.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I don't want to go home. I mean, I want to go home, but I don't want to stay there. I just don't like being not able to do something.
Yeah. No, I get what you mean. It's a thing you feel like you should be able to do, and it's annoying to not be able to do it.
Yeah. So, would you mind helping me?
I can try.
So she starts vibrating, almost phasing with excitement.
Please don't make me sing, though. I could teach you the song, but don't make me sing. I hated that part.
You think I can sing? Even the voice in my head is a terrible singer.
Oh, all right. Well, we're doomed then, but we can try.
Doesn't sound like Dave Matthews.
I don't know who that is.
The joke we did for the... Never mind.
I have forgotten the Dave Matthews joke as well. I'm sorry.
Well, we did
let you down.
Monsters and Counselors. I had one
Oh,
of the
Jesus,
kids.
throwback.
Is that 3 years ago? When was that? That was in the before times, before the Empire.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
Mel,
Mel.
I'm sorry. My memory is awful.
Go check out the Tales of Mischief YouTube and watch all of our previous one-shots, including Monsters and Counselors. When Mel did
Which was
a
very
fantastic
fun.
job running Monsters and Counselors.
Good job. Nailed it. Yeah. Can I try and find a forked tree in a mushroom ring?
Yeah.
Just
Amazing.
stacking the odds.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, I think to do that, I am gonna require a Fabula point spend to change the story there a little bit. That's a thing that you find.
Ooh, nice.
I'll
Fine.
spend it. Oh.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. It's all fine.
You got 4 of them. What are you
I
complaining
do
about?
have 4 of them.
What are you doing here?
Oh, that is something I should put there. Okay, cool. I've spent it.
Okay. Then yeah, I mean the way that works is that you just describe how the story changes and what thing you've changed there. So tell me what that looks like. What are you manifesting into reality?
So, over the last couple of days, regular forked trees and small mushroom cap circles aren't doing it. So she's been traveling further and further away from the city, now dragging Ruin with her. She's looking more and more closely. The fork has to be absolutely perfect V. It can't just be, oh, a branch has kilted off and that's formed something. And then paying real close attention to where the moss is on the trees and the color of the particular mushrooms as well, until finally there's just some sort of weird shimmer, almost undetectable to both Saoirse and Rowan. But one of the trees they come across just happens to be this perfect V. It's like it's grown out of the ground, like it was split as it was a sapling. Its entire two trunks are just covered in bright green moss with tiny little fungi on it that's slightly glowing, and around the base in a perfect circle are these huge red mushroom caps with 3 white dots on them, like childhood fairy tale picturesque. Like that's what they're able to stumble upon.
Cool. Yeah. That's what you see. It is the perfect. If there was ever a Fey trap in the world, this is the Fey trap to end all Fey traps. If you were not a Fey, you would be more concerned about accidentally walking into that. All right. So, 1 second. I need more music for this. I need to find us some more like mystery vibe. We got a lot of mystery going on here, and I need to find some more for that. One question. 1 second. I'm waiting on an answer to a question from Taylor here. Cool. All right. So as you find this spot, you can feel the energy of the Fey realm on the other side. I think both of you can. Sort of the call of home, that sort of feel. It's very different for each of you, having come from different places. And for some reason, this one feels different than everything else that you've found past this point, Saoirse. And so I think you really feel like this is the shot. This is the time. This is gonna work this time. What do you do?
Again, like vibrating with excitement. That aura that she had, that blurry aura, is back, but now it's like that 3D effect as well. So you've got the red and the blue. It's kind of like the essence of Chenna and Jay. I'm sorry if I'm butchering the pronunciation of those Gaelic names.
You don't even know how they're spelled. So.
I know how they're spelled. I'm just not great at pronunciation, so I apologize.
We don't know how they're spelled, so we don't know if you're mispronouncing them.
Oh, I'll throw it in the chat.
But also, this is a fantasy world, so this is how you pronounce them in this world.
True, but I want to be respectful. And so, yeah, like, she's blurring and vibrating, practically jumping up on the spot, clutching at Rowan's arm, like, oh my god, 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 oh my god. Synchro. I think her words are overlapping, oh my god, as well. Okay. What are the words? What's the song?
Oh god, you're gonna... Okay. I want to caveat this first. My mom sang this, okay? So don't... When I say the L word, it's not at you, all right? Picture mom, little kid, okay? So...
It's just for Teddy.
Enter the wild with care, my love, and speak the things you see. Let new names take and root and thrive and grow. And even as you travel far, heather, crag, and river, may you, like the little fisher, set the stream alight with glitter. May you enter now, as otter without falter, into water.
I'm gonna need that a couple of times.
Yeah, I figured.
That was
Okay,
beautiful.
write it down. I posted it to you.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll spend a couple minutes going over until she's confident. Trying to think of a tune. It's not gonna happen. I'll come up with
care, my love, and speak
like an actual
things you see. It is an actual song. Don't fucking license us.
Oh, okay, cute. So I'm.
But is it Dave
parody.
Matthews Band?
Parody.
Yep.
So I'm Dave Matthews. No. Okay.
Oh, now that okay. So she'll do that for copyright. And it's almost like her voice echoes and it's layered. It's not masculine, it's not feminine, there's just two other voices that overlap with hers. Don't leave until I get back, okay?
I'll stay right here.
Throws her arms around his waist.
Ugh.
Great big squeeze. And then jumps through.
All right. As you reach the other side, you notice, I think, a few things. So I think first thing, this is not the realm you came from. You are in a different Fey realm. Hard to say exactly why it didn't quite work. But the realm that you're in is a bit shadowy. Long, slender trees kind of grow up in various places. It is a forest realm, but those shadows sort of like reach out and almost like feel like they're about to grab at Saoirse. It's also just deathly silent here. There is no movement, no one talking, nothing happening here. And the air feels still as sort of like clouds of dust or particles of some kind sort of float in the air. Yeah, this is not the right realm.
I think Rowan sent me to what he wants the Fey realm to be. And then if a shadowy tendril sort of, or the mist gets a little bit too close.
Yeah. What do you move deeper in? Do you walk around? What do you do?
Yeah.
In the okay.
I want to get my bearings so I know what tree to come back to, and even though I hope I don't have to spend another shadowy point, but just to layer onto how you've described this area, the tree still remains vibrant and green and glowing and everything. There's a ring around it where the shadows can't quite get to, like the glow illuminating from it is pushing him back, but it's slowly losing its fight.
Rad.
I
Okay.
I think that would
yeah.
be cool.
Yeah. So, yeah, you can see the mushrooms that make up the outside of the ring and some of the things that sort of like made this an appealing gateway are beginning to fade. They're not rotting away. Nothing here seems rotted. It just, or like decaying. It just seems shadowy. And the mushrooms are, you can see the edges of them sort of on the ring around as the shadow kind of pushes in. They start to go pale white, where they were red, now the color of like bone. And you can see the top of the tree as well, the fork in the tree, the leaves. The tree itself kind of like creaks as it straightens itself up, and the leaves kind of go stock straight out into pine leaves, which the trees around here are all pine. And just as the mushrooms start to get overtaken, as they are going fully white, fully bone colored, what does Saoirse do?
Ooh, uh-oh. On a clock, okay. And then just start running around. Shush. Cherna! Jay! I'm home! Ish. I have got some wild stories to tell you!
For a minute, there's no answer. For a minute, nothing happens. The words echo briefly before being cut off at a certain distance. It's like an echo begins and then is just sort of gives up. And then you feel a breeze rip through the trees, and turning to look in that direction, you see a figure walking towards you. It is tall, 7-8 feet tall, cloaked in shadowy, void-like material that sort of drapes around it, and a face that you can't see hidden beneath a hooded robe, and it seems to be moving towards you.
Well, you're too big to be that jackrabbit. And it's not cold enough to be Lord Fargave's lands. Hello?
No answer, but it continues to walk towards you.
Is it suffering from Mako poisoning?
Yun. You wouldn't happen to know where I could find Chinner and Jay?
No answer. It's getting close.
Are you a hugger before talking, or am I just in your path? What's happening here?
The figure gets about 2 feet away from you, and you are looking directly into the robes at its chest level, and with a
you're big.
creaking hinge, you just hear as it kind of leans towards you. Still no face, just darkness in the cloak, but it seems to be looking at you now, and it kind of, if you could see its head, you can tell through the robes that it cocks it to the side, and then other side.
I'll mirror it.
You are not meant to be here.
But this is my home.
Wrong home.
This isn't the Fae?
Not your Fae.
Damn it! How do I get to mine?
And it stands back up, and with one arm sweeps the cloak around you. And you hear, for the briefest moment, the fluttering of wings. And you find yourself wrapped in cold, inky darkness until it fades. And you're standing in your home realm. The Fey realm of Zinnik, a realm with extreme heat and cold, extreme season changes, all at various... You fucking... Andrew, sorry, I just looked over. Fucking... Robert. My favorite... Marcus the Worm, my favorite thing on TikTok right now. Robert, I do not like this rock. Sorry, a serious moment that was broken because I immediately had Marcus the Worm in my head. South Carolina is gone, know of it. Robert. It's so dumb. I'll send you a bunch of them. They're so
Marcus
funny.
is fucking fantastic.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry. Zinnik, the realm that you are from. Extreme season changes. Very strange, like hybrid animals. But for a split second, you feel the realm. For a split second, you feel like you're home. And then suddenly, just a bubble around you, close to the skin. You can no longer feel the heat or the cold of the seasons, which change sort of on a dime in this area. Like, at 1 minute it is summer, the next minute it is, snowing in certain spots.
So it's Melbourne.
Exactly. Yes. This is just Australia. I've created the Fey realm of Australia.
It's my city.
Yeah.
We literally experience all 4 seasons in a day.
And you have weird animal hybrids too. Like you have things that shouldn't exist.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Relatable.
And
relatable.
So yeah, you're there, but somehow restricted. This bubble around you.
Like I can't move. Or do I just feel like super heavy, or like I can't move within like a 5-foot radius?
It feels like for your understanding, imagine being wrapped in a layer of like cellophane that sits like centimeters off of your skin. So you can move, you can feel your own air, but you are trapped in like a plastic suit almost, and you can move. You just can't feel the realm around you. Yes, a body condom, if you will. A bondum.
Sorry.
You're good.
Bondum. Trojan bond.
But yes, I did hear that. I did see
No, you're
that.
good.
I'm going to mute chat because that's going to get absolutely wild. This is weird. Jenna! Jay!
As you say the names, you hear the seasons outside change to fall. Some of the leaves fall off of the tree, and you hear the crunching of leaves to your right. And just...
Hi, Jack. Welcome.
Taylor will be right back after she composes herself from that book talk growl. Jack, go get a towel. Thank you.
Oh my god! Jesus Christ, Matt!
I already had a towel prepared. It's fine.
Oh my god!
She's on it. It's right next to the dice. She knows. She knows what game we play.
Yeah, exactly. No. Sorry, I was getting updates.
Yeah, you're good.
My cat.
Do you need to?
I have to go anyway.
Okay.
No, we're good. Shay!
From your left.
Jaina! Oh my goodness, I have missed you boys so much! I have been trying to get back here for ages to talk to you. I have so many theories, so many questions.
You can tell they are... Feral isn't the right word, but they are like... They don't want you here. Whatever attitude they have right now, they are in various, fey dog language, telling you to leave as they just continue to snarl, their teeth bared.
Am I interrupting? I'm sorry. I would have called first, but, couldn't get in touch. I was gonna slowly back up.
They just stare at you.
I bought gifts. And I'm gonna pull out, like, the weird fingered skeletal arm, as well as the ornate staff.
Yes.
Incredible. You feel the bubble around you expand to fit the things that you've brought in. It does not feel like you can leave things here.
I'm gonna try and put them down and then realize that I can't. Shit. Is it my aura?
They both take a step forward, slow, low, hunched to the ground.
Okay, this is clearly a bad time. I'm very sorry.
As you say that, Jay leaps and claws out into you, and as you feel that happen, thinking, I think, you grew up with them. You know what it's like to, roughhouse with a sentient dog creature that is your brother. This is an attack, for sure, coming after you. But as the claws sink into the bubble, there's a brief... And you're standing back next to Ruin. Unhurt, holding what you were holding there, out of the Fey realm.
Sasha's just in absolute shock. Chenna and Jay have never snarled or growled at her unless they were playing. So, for them to outright attack, she is shaken and absolutely terrified. So, she stands there a minute, just white. It's like her eyes have grown. Like, they're too big for her head. And she just looks up at Ruin, drops the hand and the staff, and just pulls into another big hug and just sobs. Uncontrollable.
Oh. Did you find him?
Yeah. But they didn't want me.
Something strange is going on then.
Mm-hmm.
Something to figure out. No, it's not. Unless I don't know you, it's not you. You know, I'm sure if they grew up with you, they're used to everything that is you. So it's something else. You'll get it figured out.
He just nods into your chest. How tall is Ruin?
Did I write that down? It's on the other sheet. Hold on. Beep up boop. Tabs.
Like 6'3" or something, right?
No, he's 5'11".
Oh yeah,
He's
well,
not
Sasha's
crazy
still
tall.
tiny.
Just say
Sasha's
6
like-
feet, Matt. There's only
No.
1 more inch.
No,
No.
don't lie.
No.
5'11", respectable. I appreciate that. Sasha's 5'2", 5'3".
So still, yeah.
She's little. So yeah, she's just nodding and crying into Ruin's chest. Does not let him go. But she's taken the initiative where, like, still both arms wrapped around you. She just shuffles around and then just walks back.
Ruin, with Saoirse this close, just for a minute, you see 2 iridescent flashes of blue and red sort of flit their way around her skin before settling just below the collarbones. You know, as much as you can see, I don't know what Saoirse's wearing for sure, but, you know, you can see them where she has visible skin for a minute, sort of playfully dashing around each other before settling.
I feel like I want to insight check that, but we don't have those. Is there? Because Saoirse used her 0 power, and I think I'm imagining she would have told us that, like, oh yeah, I was able to channel, you know, now I'm forgetting their names, and you just said them like a dozen times.
Che and Jaina.
Che and Jaina. And so, would it be? Is there something to roll to understand if the ones that are under her skin are like the real ones, and that the other ones were like some sort of fake or some sort of like strangeness?
Interesting.
Maybe something that could be answered in a way that is something that you could check is like, do the things flitting around her seem like they're trying to harm her, or are they acting in a way that seems friendly and comfortable and knowing?
Yeah, because I guess when they're doing that, when they're receding back into her, you're describing it as being very playful, not attacking her. So is this like, is them like, aha, we attacked her, and now they're running back to where they hide? Or is this completely different, out of sync attitude with what she just said?
Gotcha. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. Roll me. We'll call it insight willpower, I think. Just kind of a...
Okay. I think those are the same for me, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. In both D8s. Where was this before? Although it still wouldn't have gotten there. 12.
Okay. You haven't seen them do this before. like you were aware, I believe you were aware of like the gift that was given, like that she got, like so there's the 0 power, then there was also prior to that like the special little boon thing that was given to Saoirse. That was when they were like manifested as like being in part of her. So this feels, it's completely different. So to answer the question, yes, it's like fundamentally different from what she just experienced. But there's no way it's not related in some way.
I mean, take it with a grain of salt because I don't know shit, but I think I just saw Chenna and Jay like moving around under your skin the same way that I would expect my armor to be doing that. So maybe you've taken the real them with you, or maybe it was just a trick. You know, not everything in the Fey realm can be trusted. Not at face value, for sure.
Yeah, maybe. Now I feel like a hypocrite because I said that not everything was pranky and everything all the time.
Well, I mean, it's not. Otherwise, there would be no trust there. And there's still some, but we'll figure it out. Something strange is happening with all of us, and we just have to figure out what it is.
Someone else was there.
Oh?
Really, really tall, sentient cloak.
Would that ring any bells?
I'm muted. There we go. How that alone? No. If there's,
I was going to continue on.
Yep.
And Saoirse will go back, because she and Rowan have known each other for a while. Like even past meeting in Eklund's Fall. So she trusts him, and so she tells him everything, absolutely everything, that had just transpired.
So Ruin, the realm described makes you immediately think of the realm that your parents took you to the one time. Except when you went, it was not shadowy. It was not the sort of lengthening shadows, stark white mushrooms kind of thing. It was still pine trees. It was still sort of like like a
Deep
verdant,
dark wood.
yeah, exactly. A verdant forest, but not like pale and shadowy. The realm you went to was called, let me make sure that I say the right thing here. Hold on one second. Yes, Skind. So Sgind is the name of the realm that your parents took you to, that you were supposedly from. That they were from, though they chose to raise you on the other side. You don't remember any figure that matches that description, but it does sound like this is a different version of the place that you went then. Additionally, the big thing that I think rings a bell and like piques your interest is the sound of flapping wings. You remember hearing that many other times.
While I was there and Skinned?
Not there, no. throughout your
Just
life.
recently.
There are other
Yeah.
moments,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
So the transportation of a person from one place to another, along with the flapping of wings, is an immediate like
Morrigan tell.
Morrigan. Yeah.
Well, that's that sounds like my family's home, where we're from. Different. And the wing flapping certainly makes me think of the Morrigan. Maybe she was showing you something that you need to know for what's ahead.
Well, I may have missed that detail.
What, there was the Morrigan moving you?
No. What she's trying to show me? Just... Pause scene.
Pause scene.
Actually, this is a good time. Well,
Nope. It was a
You
text
good?
message, not the vets.
Okay.
We're fine. Yep, we're good.
Okay, cool. Go ahead. Continue, scene.
I mean, maybe something's wrong with the Fae. You can't get there as easily as you used to. And the way you described Skin, it's not the same as when we went. It is a dark place. It's deep in the wood. It's pine wood, but it's not shadowy or pale or deathly. And if your realm was different,
go on.
No, sorry. I was just saying, if my realm was different, why wouldn't your realm be different too? And maybe that difference is something you or we need to fix.
Maybe. I mean, if it was the Morrigan, she did take me home. She did take me to Shayna and Jay. So I think she is trying to help us. So maybe whatever's happening with the man in white and everything else is affecting. Maybe that's where he's drawing power from? Maybe?
Maybe. That'd be strange for it to be ancients and demons and Fae.
You got a better theory?
No, I don't. Yeah. Something to ponder. Maybe we can ask Brainiac to take us to the library and we can sort some stuff out.
Yeah, she's good at this stuff. But you know what? I am famished. We should go see what Teddy's been up to. She always makes the best fruit platters.
And cookies.
It's so pretty how she gets the cantaloupe into the shape of a swan with the watermelon pieces. How does she do that?
Really good knife work. It's the same way she kills people.
Skillfully.
Precision cuts.
It's a perfect time for a smash cut to Teddy in the kitchen.
Just to throw you on the spot.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
No. Smash cut to Teddy in the kitchen at the Wyvern. You hear the front door open and close. Don't think much about it. And then you, I think, in the kitchen. What are you making? What is Teddy currently making in the kitchen?
She is always cooking 2 to 4 things at the same time. And so she has she's doing the whole you know when like, because women don't get pockets, we carry things with like each individual finger. I feel like she has a bowl, a spoon, and a knife in one hand, and then like a fork, something draped over her arm, like a tea towel draped over her arm, and just like a huge like knife. And she's just like prepping a big dinner. I feel like she probably preps a big. But do you reckon we always have a big lunch at home, or always have a big dinner at home? And like, do we like a small dinner with snacks, or do you think
I would toss it, you know, if the Wyvern is a working establishment, like in the evenings, you probably would do like family meal, lunch, and then like you're working,
cool. I thought about that. Yeah, cool. And then if anyone wants any food, then you pretty much just get whatever you want to pick from the bar menu. Like that's it.
I just eat the leftovers. Are we not supposed to be doing that?
No, absolutely.
Yeah, like clearing the tables. You don't waste good food.
No,
someone left half a burger. Half a burger.
All the leftovers
I wanted
get
that
put
with chips.
into sandwich form at the end of every day. So like you just open like where all the food is, and like there's just plates like set up with ready for it to go. So today we have wood oven pizzas, garlic bread, delicious like just like a classic tomato pasta with like garlic and mushroom, and and just bread. There's garlic bread, but there's also just a lot of bread there as well.
Amazing.
So does a lot of side of bread with pasta and pizza.
You know what would go really good with these carbs? More carbs.
Ruin is like lifting weights, like training, and just shoveling carbs in his face. It's amazing. Cool. All right. So
I have like a big block of cheese that I like grate over everyone's plate. Yeah. It's all fun and fancy.
So
it's the biggest like say when.
Yeah, exactly.
This is making me outrageously hungry.
Yeah, I know.
I know what I want for dinner.
As you are juggling all of these items, all of the tasks and things that you need to do to prep all of this stuff, you hear the door to the kitchen open. You're currently turned facing away, and as you turn back, I assume to look, what would you? I guess you hear the door to the kitchen open. We'll leave it open there.
Yes. Yeah, I turn around and I throw like a little cherry tomato and I say catch.
Amazing. So the tomato flies through the air.
I assume it is a friend or at least pack, which means that they're used to this antics from me all the time.
Yeah. So as the tomato flies through the air, we do a fun little camera cut of Teddy, tomato, flip turn of the camera as it hits familiar but unknown young woman. Apparently, it seems to be late 20s, early 30s, sort of hard to tell, in spite of the fact that her hair is stark white. And you have just the nibbling feeling of familiarity. I don't know that I have to say. The tomato hits her directly between the eyes and falls to the floor.
Oh, I am quite sorry. That was a mistake. I thought you were a friend, and I wouldn't have tossed it so hard if I probably wouldn't have tossed it at all if I knew it was a customer. I'm so sorry. The kitchen doesn't open for a little while. Is there anything I can get for you? And I begin to just gesture her outside the kitchen, like, no people in the kitchen.
Oh, I'm not a customer per se, but unknown, but maybe a friend. Could be. My name is Olga Genevieve, but my friends call me Jenny. And we're going to take our break right there to leave you on that little bit of a cliffhanger as Haley figures out who this is. But
Mel's face has me concerned.
We're going to take...
That's the boss face name. No?
We're going to take 5 minutes for our break.
Okay.
and we will be back in 5 minutes, and we'll see if Haley has solved the riddle of who this is. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Get your bathroom snacks. Bye-bye. We'll be seeing you in a minute. We're back, everybody. We did it. We did get rid of Taylor. She wasn't behaving, so we made her go sit in the corner. But she likes it, don't worry. So we left off with a little cliffhangery revelation. Everybody went and got their snacks, but you met Augur Genevieve and Jenny for short.
We figured out while we were away.
You mean
Jenny.
you used to live here?
Sorry, that was a dumb joke. Yeah, I did. My father built this place.
Built this place? That is interesting. Isn't it like hundreds of years old?
Yeah. And the events of the haunting were hundreds of years ago. Jenny was a small child hundreds of years ago.
Yes. My, that is interesting. Do you want a cup of tea?
I'd love one. That sounds wonderful.
Beautiful. I run into the kitchen, I grab a pot that's already hot, because there never is not one, and grab all those supplies and bits and pieces for a tea, and I take a seat in our little, lounge area. What, Taylor?
Taylor's having a fucking
Read
time
my
over
notes. It's okay, continue.
here. Well, it's great to meet you.
Yes, I am Theodora Buttersby.
Nope,
But
I'm well aware of
to
who
make
you
your
are.
acquaintance. Oh, well, isn't that interesting? How have you come to my acquaintance?
Well, you broke the curse on this house, and I did my research.
Oh, you got notified about that, did you?
I get notified about a lot of things. But first, let me say thank you for finally putting to rest whatever was happening here.
No, I mean, all good. It is no worries. It has been of great benefit to me and my friends. It was, in fact, almost a selfish act if it wasn't entirely, obviously hard to do, and we did it and we made it, but I don't need your thank yous. The business is thank you enough. This building is thank you enough. In fact, and she pulls the necklace out that she has not taken off since, and she pulls it off her neck and she says, "Would you like this returned?"
No, you can. If you'd like to hold on to it, you can. The memories here are not great for me, so I'm glad to see it become something new.
Well, thank you, I love it. And she puts it back on. Tucks it back into her dress. Can I ask you a weird question?
Of course.
Have you lived all your years from now and from then until now?
Oh, what a question. Yes and no.
And no?
I suppose, if you look at it from a certain angle, I've lived hundreds of years. Or about 177, something like that. It's been a while since my father built this place. But
Has it been longer than that?
is that a question for me or for her?
For you.
No, it's been, I think we said it's been about 150 years. This would have been after your time, but before, long enough that she shouldn't still be around. Long enough that the building's still in good repair, was originally built as a manor, and has gone through some different things. But she would be, it would make sense that she was, if she's in her late 20s, early 30s kind of thing, 170 some odd years would be about right for how long.
Okay, cool, perfect. I just wanted to see if she was had missed years, but no, it looks like she has lived all the years that she has been here. Interesting. Find out anything else about me?
Not much.
Your research.
I just looked into, who you were. I noticed you'd come by the college a few times, and I did a little bit of digging. There's not a lot of information on you.
Oh, I imagine not.
Not from any time recently, anyway.
And I imagine not much back then either.
Titles, birth certificates, those sorts of things, but no, not a lot of world-changing events at the very least.
Is there, something I can help you with?
Probably not, but there might be something I can help you with.
What do I need help with?
Well, not just you, but your friends and compatriots. You're all looking for some things, aren't you?
What are we looking for? My friends are fine. They have me. So if you feel like helping me, let me know what that is.
Of course. Well, you're looking for an amulet, correct?
I believe so.
I can tell you.
Yes, Matt.
I can tell
I
you.
seem to only have notes about how people smell.
She smells fantastic. She smells lightly of cypress, we'll say. Cypress and old books.
I don't want to write a note about this because the note starts off with her being a child. So I don't want to know this.
She's not a child anymore.
Smells like Pine Sol Lady from the commercials.
She's also one of the only people you've met that's as old as you.
Yeah.
Cypress and what?
Old books.
Yes, we are looking for an amulet. Do you know where it is?
Yes, I do. And I bet you're close to knowing where it is as well. It is, interestingly, the same amulet that my father was trying to create.
Ah! Are you telling me I already have it?
Sadly, no. That locket is just a sentimental item from my childhood. And I actually... Time is weird, and she reaches in and pulls out the same locket. Yours came from an echo of me, correct? Something like that? Here in the house?
Yes, I believe so.
Yes. Well, time is very strange. Who knows?
You have memory of it?
As one has memories of dreams. Though much of my childhood feels that way as well. It's been a while since those years for me.
So you know where this is? Or
yes.
Are you interested in giving me a riddle?
No riddles. I'm here to help. Unfortunately, I don't...
What do you need in return? Because very rarely is information given up so freely. Especially from someone who seems to know so much and yet gives so little about what they are here for.
Well, you're very astute. I don't want anything in return. You've already given me a good gift by breaking my father's spirit from this place. But where the amulet is and the information that you're stumbling onto about the amulet and all of this sort of thing, it's of importance to, let's say, the whole world. When my father died and his soul was split into the creature that was protecting the amulet, the echo of the amulet returned to the realm of the being who helped him create it. which means
The being that we banished.
yes. Well, the essence of the being that you banished.
Yes.
Which means...
One of the same creature?
Not
Or
exactly.
a being of the creature?
My father was corrupted. In his search for knowledge and immortality, he sought answers from places that were less than savory. And in doing so, he invited the the oversight, I suppose, of a being who you would call the Lord of Smiles.
Yes, the Lord of Smiles I was.
Which means when the amulet was taken, when the Lord of Smiles was done with it, it was placed in his realm, in the Hells.
And so we must go there.
No. You need to prevent it from coming here.
Oh.
A sort of ritual.
Would we do something like that?
You're already on the right track. You're trying to stop something from the Steel Kings, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the sort of ritual that the Steel Kings would need to pull something from the Hells is very dangerous. They're going to need a lot of space and a lot of power to do it.
If that is supposed to mean something to me, I am very sorry it does not.
I'll
have to check in with my friends later who have more notes than I.
Nothing. I think the information is that the amulet is currently in the Hells, and the Steel Kings seek to summon it
be
here.
Summoned by this, yes. And the Steel Kings, that's their plan.
Yes.
Right. And so we stop the Steel Kings, we stop the amulet. For now.
For now.
Beautiful.
Well, that's all the information I
Yes.
was supposed to give you. Anything?
Lovely. I do have more questions if you are willing to sit and chat for a moment.
Of course. I've got all the time in the world.
Beautiful. That is the number one thing I wish to ask you about. You see, I have lived for apparently over 400 years, but I experienced it in a blink of an eye. The changes, the advancements, the people, it's all been wonderful. I don't want it to end. I want to be here in another 400 years. Can you show me how?
It's a dangerous line of questions. The sort that found my father possessed by a demon. But there are ways.
The world is probably going to end unless we do something about it, so why not satiate my curiosity before that time? Plus, you seem to be doing pretty well.
I've had some assistance in that realm. But yes, the magic of time is a complicated subject.
I'm happy for us, like, our conversation to, like, fade to black if you don't want to have to, like, go in.
No, I mean, I will dive into this lore as much as you want to dive into this lore.
Please.
I'll say this one more thing here, and then we'll see where the conversation goes from this. But
we can't edge Taylor too much.
Yeah. So, what you experienced, for whatever reason you experienced it, was sort of like the skipping of a stone across the top of time. If you imagine time as like a lake in which all things float, you sort of skipped across the surface of it. I just make myself a little bubble and move through it a bit slower. There's ways to do that. Magic can facilitate that, but many who seek to live forever seek to take themselves out of time entirely, which is a unnatural state of things. To attempt to not allow time to catch up with you at all is a perversion of the very nature of the song and of the fabric of reality. But
Is this why I go back?
Who knows?
Do
I did know. Well, it's in the records. But time is weird. Do you want to go back?
No, I don't think so.
Well,
I think that I've found happiness here and family. If I am sent back, I want to be able to survive until I can make it back here again.
well, it's a very noble reason to seek to bend time. Most do it to preserve themselves for power or financial gain, those sorts of things. To spend more time with the ones you love is... You're already on the right track. There's information out there, if you seek it. I can't give you all of the information. Much of it has taken me years of study, and you probably it would be complicated.
I truly hate study.
Yes, I have dedicated my life to it, so... but there are different ways. You are already out of time. You've already spent some time outside of the lake, if you will. It is easier to find yourself back outside of it once you've experienced that in the past. So,
Good to know.
I think it will be very possible for you to avoid going back or find your way back here if you do go back.
Good. I appreciate your help and your candor.
Of course. Well, and it wouldn't be candor if I didn't pass along a small warning. As I said, many who attempt to muck with time find time mucking back with them. Mostly that comes from other beings who see the ambition and goals of those people and corrupt them. But in my time, I've noticed there is something out there that seems to move through time in a way that we don't understand, that I don't understand. I've only caught it in ripples on the surface, if you will. But there's something that moves with enough momentum to cause ripples. A thing which you're skipping across the surface, I never registered. Just be careful.
Well, the thing is, time mucked with me first, so it owes me one.
Of course. I just be on the lookout for anything that is
Of course, of course.
out there.
Thank you for your help. Did you want to stay?
Oh,
We are
I'm
about
fine.
to have a big family dinner.
I'm all right. Thank you so much. I should get on my way. But it was very nice to meet you. I suppose for a second time in some ways. And
Absolutely.
if you should ever need me, if you ever have questions, I should be... And she looks down at her wrist, and there is a fundamentally incomprehensible sort of watch on her wrist. The hands, of which there are
Just
dozens, seem to be moving in dozens of directions, each hand moving in sort of 3D. And so she glances down. I'll be around the colleges for some time. I've got a bit of research to
Which college?
write down. Oh, the ladies' college. I'll
I figured.
spend my time there.
Say hi to the lady for me. And I wave to her. Goodbye. Close the door.
All right. I think.
And I'm like, it's like the whole like, it's like down the alleyway. It's you all walking back up, and you just pass this just random person that you don't recognize. Will never know. Will never speak. Like, and then you guys all come in, and we have a big family lunch.
Yay, lunch.
I am vibrating. If you said that's all I'm supposed to tell you, and you didn't ask anything about it. What does that mean? Who told her to tell us?
It's as if we're gonna get the answer anyway, man.
There's just a giant hole in the note paper of just me like, what is this answer? I need this answer. Fucking Pepe Sylvia in the background.
So much for the gods don't meddle. Excellent. I do tell everyone that we had a visitor today and that I met Jenny, the ghost. But she was real. And I'm very casual about it. And then I just eat my food. Yeah, the conversation goes like this. Oh yes, by the way, Jenny popped round. You know, the little girl from the man that built this building 177 years ago, something like that. Yes, she's quite good. And lovely woman. She said something about an amulet. And then she just eats food.
I can't be bothered to talk about this amulet.
No, the story doesn't end there. What more?
Oh yes, the Steel Kings, their ritual is to summon the amulet from the hells. The same amulet that what was his name? Atticus
Alvaro,
was mucking around with, which is also something to do with the Lord of Smiles.
Yeah.
So it's all kind of
Connected.
yes. I don't know how, but I'm sure you all do. But yes, the Steel Kings are going to do that, and we don't want that. We don't want the amulet up here.
And she was alive after all of that time.
Yes, and looking quite good.
Did she explain that at all? I feel like you either asked no questions or you're leaving out vast swaths of what happened.
No, I mean she explained it in a way that was vague. She said that obviously she has assistance to stay alive. I believe some sort of entity is powering her and helping us in some way. I don't know how or why, but she said she was going to be spending time in the colleges. And I said, which college? She said, the ladies' college. And I went, figures. So...
But she did not ask for anything in return for this information, correct?
No, she said that freeing her father's soul and fixing up this place was good enough for her. And I did ask quite a few times. But after the third ask, you really are not allowed to ask again. So...
Yeah, I usually just take the first one. That's freebie.
Yeah. Yes, it's etiquette to ask 3 times in 3 very vague ways, getting vaguer and vaguer as you ask.
That does rather concern me with regards to the information I studied up on at the libraries. It is very abundantly clear that she is not able to survive all on her own, as you have explained, since she should be dead by now.
Well, by all accounts, I should be too, so let's not get too excited about it.
No, what
Her father her father died trying to find the secret of longevity and a long life. It makes sense that this would pass down to the daughter's skill set.
True, but what I mean to say is that at least for us, collectively, we are all under the impression and have some sort of evidence, at least for a few of us, that the gods or other entities that are far vastly beyond our control are all involved in some way, shape, or form. It is not completely out of the question that the same sort of situation is happening with Jenny. The only issue is which type of entity might be assisting Jenny.
Well, a good one.
How confident are you in that?
Pretty confident, to be completely honest with you. The information given was honest and straightforward. There was no beating around the bush. She did not shy away from any questions, and she said she would be happy to communicate again. Well, so I'm more than happy to organize another meeting for us, as well as the fact she knew our plans and how we were going to execute them roughly. She had an idea in mind, and I did not share a thing.
So
she already knew the outcome we were looking for and agreed with it / wanted that outcome. So I see it not being a terrible thing. We cannot write off everybody that comes around.
She could have stopped us if she wanted to. She knows that much. So the fact that she's not, she's either playing a really long game. It's just, I think maybe what Fiona's getting at is that it's one thing to meet a person who has moved through time weirdly. It's really weird for it to happen twice.
Or is it a connection?
Right. Yeah. And just what kind of connection? We can trust but verify. You know, we can.
Yes,
I think it's probably fine. No, you're not. But well, okay. So you are not.
I mean, I can be.
What? Ruin,
I was making a joke.
I a peek behind the ruin curtain.
I'm so sorry, I cannot joke.
Ruin is entirely interpreting that as just her Steel King's crime stuff. Like that is no double entendre detected whatsoever. Completely bonked off his chrome dome.
Good, so he's just as clueless as Fiona is.
Yes, in that one moment, he has been completely misdirected by his own presuppositions. Well, we just starts packing up like a big, like rolling up, turning it into a calzone to go. Yeah. Basically, we should probably look at the amulet of Caltrix stuff and figure out what that is and why it's important and how they might get it.
And where do we go to do that?
Well, the only lead that we have is to go to the location that we saw on the maps when we were in the Steel King's warehouse of sorts. I can certainly tell you that, at least from the libraries and my studies, the amulet is not something that is written. It is something that has not been recorded or verified.
Do we know one big flat area?
Do we know? Also, do we know that for sure? Do we know that there's no research to be gathered about the amulet itself?
No. Specifically, you now have potentially like another
question to ask.
Yeah, another area of research within the sort of like deals with devils sort of things. You know that the amulet is in the Hell Realm, and probably you need to figure out a way to like access that.
Yeah. I say we go to the colleges, we do some library, and we figure out.
You can all meet Jenny.
That would also be helpful, potentially. But
ask any questions that you have.
Fiona, am I tracking this right? Figure out what this amulet is. I mean, maybe there's a book that we haven't looked at that might have it in there. And the second thing would be, what kind of ritual pulls something from the hells? Because then if we know what kind of ritual does that and we know the requirements, we'll know where the Steel Kings are moving next. And maybe it'll tell us what the fuck they're using that stupid mask for.
We did get one clue from Jenny that it was going to be in a big, open, wide area. Or something along those lines.
If I recall... Well, do we know I forget the name of the city that it's in. But is it like a vastly dense city, like there's a lot of people in it, or is it kind of very sparse and more like rural sort of situation?
Anonian,
Yes.
I think is what you're talking about.
Yes.
And that's also in a different continent. That's also, or a different nation. It's a long way away.
Wait, where's that? What?
Wait,
that's where the Steel Kings are going.
That's the other like safe house, or like the house that looked like it was storing something was in, or someone
on that map.
On that map. That was one of the four things we found. That is in Anonian, which is the capital city of the Northern Reaches, aka Cadmia.
Yeah, it's close to the wall where all the beasts are and stuff for the map.
It's close to Ruin's hometown, I think.
Kind of.
Those are two very good questions that we could certainly do research on. I wouldn't be surprised if some of it might be in the more... Oh, how do I put this? Higher security sections. The clearance sections, if you will, reference records. Hopefully we'll be able to have the justifications to go in, but we might have to be clever to try and worm our way through the libraries towards those sections.
I can probably get us in, no worries.
Yeah.
I'll talk my way in. Do we know what they are wanting with the king?
I would imagine dead would probably be the first item on their list.
But why?
Overthrown, replaced. That would be my bet. Overthrown or replaced. It was like taking... That was our theory with the mask, is like taking over for the king. Putting yourself in the throne.
Just trying to work out why, if the world is ending.
Do we know the world's ending?
Well, that is the point, right?
For who?
For the cultists,
what?
The Steel Kings.
Oh,
the amulet. They plan to bring about the end of the world. I've been sharing you this. I'm pretty sure. Colin, is that what the cultists have been spouting? The end of the world. And that's what half the Steel Kings are after. And I mean the end of the world as we know it, not like the world's gonna explode.
Just like that
but
song.
like as in,
but
like the devil is going to come take over the realm, and we won't be able. We won't be fucking running the Wyvern no more.
Because that's the most important thing is we can't run the Wyvern anymore.
We need the Wyvern.
Entire identity.
That's true. That's very true.
So the what you know from the like sort of death cultist people that you've met within the Steel Kings is that something is happening. They have been told that like things are changing. It's very ambiguous as to what exactly is the thing. It's not like we are going to summon a demon and it's gonna wreak havoc on the world. It is much more like something big is gonna change. They are sort of in a weird like we would die for this kind of thing, but not anything super specific that you've gotten information on.
Okay, I must have got misconstrued with something else that was said in a different context then. Never mind.
I mean, they do give Doomsday Cult vibes. Like, I think you're accurate there.
Oh, and I mean, I think Jenny did also say that it was going to save the world or some bullshit, so someone said something. Someone said something it was important, otherwise what the fuck are we doing? Why is it our problem? Let's give it to the A-team.
What movie is it from that's like, why are we saving the world? It's just like, well, we happen to live in it, so...
That's true.
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember what it is. Remember.
Yeah. Feels like he would be in like the other, not the other guys. That's a completely different thing. But like the the Mystery Men, that movie.
Oh yeah.
It's not from that, but it feels like it should be. Anyway,
I know. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I know the line. I just can't think of what it is. But yeah. What was I going to say? Okay. So I think. Sorry, I think that was it. Yeah, go ahead.
if we're all fed, do we want to go try and read some books? And I feel like we got 80% of the pieces, and we just need a little bit extra. Do we want to take a crack at it?
We can certainly try.
All
I
right.
forgot to listen. What did you say?
Nailed it.
Sorry, Ruin.
We're going to the library. I'm gonna crack a book.
All right. To the library we go.
Don't get too excited.
I'm going to pack a lunch. Pack afternoon snack. I mean, second lunch.
We're
just
just
grab,
gestured with
like-
his big calzone, his monster,
Yeah, you've got
monster
the,
Frankenstein
the pizza
calzone.
like folded in
Yeah.
half, and I grab like 4 loaves of bread, and I chop them in half, and then just chuck a bunch of like spaghetti meatballs in them, close them up, wrap them
Yeah.
up in some butcher paper, and I have now spaghetti sandwiches for everybody.
Honestly, that sounds like a vibe.
You never
right
had
now.
a spaghetti sandwich?
I would love one.
That sounds
I'm
incredible.
just
Someone's
laughing
looking at
at.
me funny.
No, I'm laughing at the idea of you all going to the library where there's bunches of like old books and shit with, fucking
Yes.
the
The
messiest item that you possibly can come with.
That's
But
what
no,
the
I dig
raid's
it.
for, to mop it up.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah, that's great.
Oh,
No,
shit. Go on.
okay, yeah. So, no need for like crazy circumstance or pomp and circumstance here. This will be another research roll. So, first question.
Yay.
What question are you asking?
What is involved in a ritual that would pull something from the hells? I think feels like a good starting question. Or do we want to start with even what is the amulet? What is the amulet of Caltrix?
Maybe the amulet might give context that could help assist the second question of
Yeah.
like, is it words, brain, stroke.
No, I agree.
It might
could-
have both
it
in
could-
the one entry.
It might have both in the one entry. It could
Right.
also contextualize the second question better. So
Yes.
yes.
Where what is the strength required to pull something of such strength to eat it out of
Yeah.
one plane into the other?
Yeah,
So,
Yeah.
but
we
let's
do that.
Google the strength first. Let's see the CR.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Let's do it.
So
What is the amulet of Caltrix?
we're gonna call that.
Your mom.
I had to do something.
We'll call this an expert roll. So another D10.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me the roll.
Here we go.
Can I roll this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do
Redeem my rolls from earlier, maybe.
it.
I brought you cookies, so you get advantage.
Hey! So far, we've been rolling nothing but 4s. A 4 on the
Aw.
D10.
That's good.
Okay.
though. That's
That's
good.
good.
For a
Oh, that's
reason.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Just like travel rolls, we want it to be low. If it's a
Low.
1, we get a bonus. If it's
Hell yeah.
higher, we get a complication.
Yeah.
So fuck up.
Yeah, you want to roll low. You want me and Mel chucking the research and travel rolls for
I
sure.
don't know why, but Mel saying fuck up felt so aggressive in my soul. like I literally was like I couldn't contextualize it in a sentence, and I heard it just on its own, and I was like, what a thing to say to someone, Mel. But then I realized kind of what in context the sentence. God, that took
Yeah.
me a second though.
Sorry, Corpo me came out for a minute. So
Fuck up.
Um.
Okay. Fuck.
Okay.
Jeez,
Fine.
Mel. Fuck.
So.
Gosh.
Yes, with a
Gosh.
4. You. interestingly, find a paper, only thing you can find on the Amulet of Caltrix, a paper by the author Augur
Just a nude.
Genevieve.
Oh, of course, yes.
Yeah.
Incredible.
As a quick note, Mel, Fiona would know this, probably others would know this. Augur is a title given to special researchers within the Ladies' College who sort of have special areas of interest and are given access to special resources to pursue those.
That is like Jenny, by the way. Looks like
this is like college, where all of my classes, conveniently, we had to read the textbooks our professors wrote. So,
reading over the paper, not a lot there. There is a very so basically Jenny proposes the theory that the Amulet of Caltrix, because of the way that it was created and what it was used for, could be used to connect to someone that was recently deceased and pull some kind of information from them.
ooh,
Interesting.
ooh, that gives me bad hypotheses. Okay.
So I'm gonna say, since we're getting close on time here and Taylor has to go, we are going to cliffhanger off of that revelation. Think about your theories. We'll be back next week with the last little bit of research, probably rolling into the final battle here. No need to apologize, Taylor. You are good. We will be back next week with more of this. If you want to run research in your Fabula Ultima games, the post is on my blog. You can go check that out. If you liked the way that we did this, go check it out. If you want to run Fabula Ultima, go check out the Kickstarter that they have. It's really cool. Come join us in Discord. Come join our Patreon. Do all the things. But all of that. Until next time, are you all ready for more tales?
Always.
All right, don't go anywhere. We will be rating, and we will be back next week. Peace out, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Go.
Bye.